Hello students, this is Nilofer Miss and you are welcomed for online teaching. Today we are going to continue our chapter Movement Towards New World. In that we'll take part 2, chapter number 3. In the previous video we have learnt about the 4 main reasons for the World War II. At last we have seen about the outline, how the outline was made for the World War II. Now in this video we will learn about the factors for the World War II. The Second World War took place between 1939 to 1945, and what were the factors why this World War broke out? That we will learn today in this video. The seed for the World War II had been sown in the Treaty of Versailles. This Treaty of Versailles was the main reason why the World War II started. The seed were sown by this in the Treaty of Versailles. Now see the second point, Paris peace process has displeased many nations. Here name is peace, but actually it wasn't peace at all. Because of this process which happened in Paris, this displeased many nations, made many nations unhappy and angry. The events that happened after that, after this process, the events took part in the world led to the World War II. Whatever happened, the events happened after this peace process, that those events were the reason for the World War II. So dear children, let's study the factors responsible for World War II. The first point in it, causes of World War II, the first point, fierce nationalism. Now here fierce nationalism is what? It means to think only about our nation, my nation. Whatever happen, it should happen with the other nations, but my nation should be protected. So the people, those thinking of those people like fierce nationalism, that my nation only would be happy, that came into the mind. That was the first reason for the World War II, fierce nationalism. See the first point. After the First World War, fierce nationalism developed in Germany, Japan and Italy. So these three countries, Germany, Japan and Italy, in those countries fierce nationalism developed in the mind of the people. Germans could never forget and overcome the Treaty of Versailles. It was too bad for them, so they could not forget whatever happened with them in the Treaty of Versailles, and they never came out from that. Consequently, Hitler captured some provinces of Austria and Czechoslovakia, following his Nazi philosophy that Germans must get all those provinces where Germans were staying. So what happened? The third point, Hitler captured the provinces of Austria and Czechoslovakia, which actually belonged to Germans. The German people were living over there. So the Germans should have taken, but instead of that, Hitler captured those provinces. Italy could not forget that it was ignored in the Treaty of Versailles. We have learnt in the previous video that Italy was totally ignored in this treaty. So Italy was also angry with the world that why I was ignored. The people of Italy were thinking like that. So Italy could not even forget that it was ignored in the Treaty of Versailles. So these were the 4 points. First one, fierce nationalism. Second one, Treaty of Versailles, that Germans could never forget. Then the Hitler, who took the places which belonged to Germans. And then fourth one, Italy, the angerness of Italy, that it was ignored in the Treaty of Versailles. Under the leadership of the fascist party, Mussolini started this fierce nationalism and adopted imperialist policies. Now imperialist policies, we have already learned that what is it? To spread my nation. Mussolini was thinking like that my nation should be developed everywhere. My nation should be spread all over. So this fierce nationalism came into them. And under the leadership of the fascist party, Mussolini, he was the leader of it, and he adopted imperialist policies. On the other hand, from Asia, Japan too gave into imperialism. Even Asia and Japan was having same feeling of imperialism to spread their nations. Thus, world peace was in danger. Everybody was thinking of their own nation. Okay, and they wanted to protect themselves. They wanted to develop their own nation only and to destroy other nations. As these thoughts came into the mind of each nation, so world peace was in danger. The second factor is groupism. Since France was always afraid of Germany, see, France was very much afraid of Germany. After the First World War, whatever happened in the First World War, after that, France was very much afraid of Germany. So it entered into a treaty with the agreement, with the deal with Belgium, Poland, Romania, and Czechoslovakia. What happened here? One group was made. So in that group, there was France, Belgium, Poland, Romania, and Czechoslovakia. In the second point, see, Italy signed treaty with Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Romania, Hungary, Greece, Turkey, and Austria. The other group was made by Italy. It dealt with Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Romania, Hungary, Greece, Turkey, and Austria. Russia signed a treaty with Germany, Turkey, Lithuania, and Iran. See here, the groups are being formed. Italy formed the Rome, Berlin, Tokyo Axis group with the support of Germany and Japan. So here also see Italy, Rome, Berlin, Tokyo, Germany, and Japan. Their group was made. England and France formed another group with democratic values. Germany signed a non-aggression treaty with Russia. Thus, a whole atmosphere of fear spread in the whole world. This factor too gave an impetus to the World War. Now, what happened here? Full world was divided into the different groups, and all the groups were against each other. So many groups were formed between all the nations. See, we have seen here France, Germany, France, Belgium, Poland, Romania, Czechoslovakia, Italy with Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Romania, Hungary, Greece, Turkey, and Austria. Same like that, other nations also we have seen that they have made the groups. So many groups were made among the nations, and so all the groups stood against each other, and this was the factor for the Second World War. See, now the third factor is militarism. So on one side, efforts were being made to maintain peace after the First World War. Everybody was knowing that what was the result of the First World War. So one side, what happened, some of the nations were trying to make peace in the world. They were trying to maintain peace after the First World War. Whereas on the other side, European nations were competing for ammunition. Now what happened here? On the other side, one side some of the nations were trying to maintain peace while European nations were competing for ammunition. Here ammunition means they were collecting, they were competing the weapons and other things which can be used in war. So all these things they were keeping with them. They were preparing those things, the weapons and other all things which can be used in the war. The production of more and more weapons increased in all European nations. They started making new weapons. Okay, so this production of more and more weapons increased in all European nations. It means they were preparing for the war. War weapons better than the others were being manufactured. No other things were manufacturing that time, but they were only manufacturing war weapons. It means they were taking interest to manufacture war weapons more than any other thing. Some nations like Russia and Germany began compulsory military training. So in these nations they started military training. Each person in the nation should get training. They started this compulsory military training for the people of the nation. It means they were preparing for the war. They were preparing their nation for the Second World War. All nations began inducting more men into Navy, Air Force and Army. So it means they were even increasing the number of persons in Navy, Air Force and Army. In the East, Japan increased its military force. Japan also increased the force of military. Finally, the World War II had been declared when even England and France tried to equip themselves with war weapons. It means they were prepared with the weapons. They have equipped the weapons for the war and then declared the Second World War. England and France, these two nations tried to equip themselves with war weapons. Then the fourth factor, failure of the League of Nations. This League of Nations was being prepared after the First World War, but it failed. In order to establish peace after the First World War, the League of Nations was formed. Why this was formed? To maintain peace in the world. But in order to establish peace after the First World War, the League of Nations was formed, but it failed. It could not keep peace in the world. But neither could it become a supreme organization having sovereignty over other nations of the world, nor did it have its own army to make the nations follow its principles. It means nobody was listening to it. It didn't become supreme organization. No other nations were listening to whatever these League of Nations were telling to them, whatever they were ordering them. They were not following even the principles, the rules made by League of Nations. So, because of this only it failed. Member nations were not obliged to take their problems to the League of Nations or to accept the judgment passed by it. Whatever it was made so that if there is any problem among the nations, so they should go to League of Nations, but they were not going there. Even if any judgment was passed by League of Nations, no other nation was listening to the judgment. They were not allowing themselves to listen to the judgment passed by the League of Nations. Many nations had moved out of the League of Nations. Some nations which were in the League of Nations, they moved out from it. It means now they don't have to interfere. League of Nations don't have to interfere in their decisions. Initially, here it means in starting, Russia and Germany snapped their ties with the League of Nations. Here snapped means to cancel. So in very starting, Russia and Germany cancelled their ties with the League of Nations. Later, Italy and Japan moved out because Italy had captured Abyssinia, Japan had attacked Manchuria, Germany had snatched away some provinces of Czechoslovakia. It means they have done some or something which was against the rules of the League of Nations. See here, Italy captured Abyssinia and Japan attacked Manchuria, Germany snatched away some provinces of Czechoslovakia. So these things happened, and so later on they also moved out from this League of Nations. Still the League of Nations could do nothing. They have done such wrong things, still League of Nations could do nothing for it. The greed for power among several nations became stronger in the League of Nations. See here what happened now. Several nations, they were having greed for power. Everybody was thinking that my nation should be in power. It could not stop groupism, and as the groupism was growing more and more, League of Nations could not stop them. This was the biggest failure of the League of Nations. It means there was the League of Nations has done nothing in this way, as nobody was listening to it. Now, the next factor is Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles got its form in the Paris Peace Process. The name was given like that. In the form of Paris Peace Process, this Treaty of Versailles was formed at the end of the First World War. Since Germany was found responsible for the war, as everybody thought, the other nations declared that who was responsible for the war. So Germany was found responsible. So it had to pay 6.5 billion pound as a war fine. So this nation has to pay 6.5 billion pound as it was responsible for the war, and it would be fine for the nation. Its Ruhr province was taken away. Ruhr is the name of the province in Germany. It was taken away by it. Rhine River had to be opened for international sea route. Like this, Germany had to pay. Now Rhine River, which was used only for that nation, now onwards it would be used for international sea route. Thus, such an unfair and humiliating treaty was forcibly imposed on Germany. So Germany had to suffer a lot. This was unfair, humiliating treaty, and forcibly it was imposed on Germany. Whether Germany wanted to pay these things, it want to share these things or not, but it had to pay, and it had to share it had to give the province, it had to share its Rhine River. So this was very unfair, but still it was imposed on Germany. So what happened then? The reaction was there after the action. The German dictator, who was it, Adolf Hitler, called the Treaty of Versailles as a piece of paper and announced to reject it. Hitler told that we are not going to follow this treaty, and so it was only a piece of paper, and he announced in the nation that we will reject this treaty, we are not going to listen to this. Therefore, people of Germany were encouraged to fight war. And he encouraged the German people that we have to do war, but we are not going to be humiliated by other nations. On the other side, Japan was also dissatisfied with this treaty. Even this treaty was kept on Japan, so it was also dissatisfied. Thus, the Treaty of Versailles was unjust to many nations. This treaty planted the seeds of Second World War. As it was unjust to many nations, it was the reason this treaty can be called that this treaty planted the seeds of Second World War. It was the reason for the Second World War. Sixth point, imperialistic ambition of Adolf Hitler. Now, what was his ambition and how he worked? See, Hitler first laid the foundation of the Second World War. Okay, he was the person who laid the foundation of the Second World War. He had a fierce nationalist and militarist nature. His nature was like a military man, and even he had a fierce nationalist feeling. It means my nation and only my nation. That was his feelings. That's why he wished the unity, stability and prosperity of Germany at any cost. He thought like that whatever cost I have to pay, I will pay, but there should be unity, stability and prosperity in my Germany. He was thinking of his only nation. The first victim of his imperialism was Austria. So, who was the first victim of his ambition? It became Austria. Along with German army, he entered Austria on 12th March 1938. What happened? He entered with the army in Austria on 12th March 1938. You remember the date, 12th March 1938. He entered Austria along with German army. On the very next day of the Munich Convention, Germany had captured Czechoslovakia on 1st October 1938. See, after that it had captured the Mama port of Lithuania and in March 1939. So, as he started attacking these places and he started capturing these places under him. Thus, a grand German nation was created by Hitler. So, because all these places came under his rule, so German nation became very grand, very big. It was spreaded. His imperialistic policy was the main cause of the Second World War, as this policy of him that to spread his nation and to join other nations with his nation under his rule. This policy was the main cause of the Second World War. Seventh point, German attack on Poland. Now what he did, he attacked on Poland. Poland, who was not in the role anywhere in the war. It was sitting very silently without any reason. Hitler attacked on Poland, and so it became an immediate cause. As it attacked on Poland, immediately the war started. The above mentioned causes had made the whole world to sit on a heap of ammunitions. Everywhere there were weapons, there were the things like to use in the war, all the things which were used in the war, all the weapons everywhere. So, whole world was sitting on the heap of ammunitions. A small spark could blow up the whole world. Even if there would be a small spark anywhere, so it would blow up the whole world. The situation was like that. And this spark was German attack on the peaceful Poland. See, now Poland was really peaceful. It was not anywhere in any of the role to harm any of the nation, but this spark was there. The German attacked on the peaceful Poland, and so the Second World War started. When this attack was happened, September 1st, 1939, early morning. Thus World War II had begun. Britain and France warned Germany to stop the war immediately, but Germany ignored the warning. Here, who was the leader in the Germany? Hitler. He was not listening to anybody. So Britain and France even warned Germany that stop doing this war immediately. There is no need of war with Poland, but Germany ignored this warning and kept on doing war. Hence, Britain and France plunged into this war. As Germany didn't hear, so Britain and France also entered into this war. Consequently, the war spread in the entire world. Like this, it spread in the full world. Hope you understood what were the reasons for the Second World War, and you have to revise these all points, note down the important points in your notebook, and even the textual exercise you have to complete after completing this chapter. And yes, students, let me tell you that lesson number second, there are some doubts from the side of the students in the chapter second, so I will take that chapter second again. So nothing to worry, we'll do it well. Hope you understood it well. Thank you. Have a nice day.